Welcome back to the channel, and in today's tutorial I'm going to show you how to make a really simple raw aquamarine material. Now this is sort of like aquamarine when it gets harvested, or collected. It's just like in a rock. It has a lot of like other sort of minerals embedded amongst it, and then the crystal or the gem is kind of like refined out of the rock. So I think it's a really cool shader. I think you'll enjoy learning how to make it. So let's jump in and I'll just quickly show you. It's a relatively simple node setup. So let's make it, and I will be uploading the final blend file to my Patreon as well. So inside of a new Blender document, let's select the default cube. Under our modifiers, let's just give it a subdivision surface. There we go. And let's just come here to the level and just bump it up and then come and apply it. Inside of edit mode, if you want to, you can just kind of round it out by going Shift Alt S. It's kind of optional at this point. You don't really have to do that, but we just want to round circular thing here with some topology, and on top of that we're going to go ahead again. Once you've applied that modifier, we're just going to go ahead and add another subdivision surface, and this will be the one that we don't apply but we'll keep, and let's just bump it up in the viewport as well. So now let's go into our camera view, and you can bring your camera in a little bit closer. The tutorial here really is more about making this than it is anything else. Then we're going to go Shift A. We're just going to add in a light. Let's make it an area light and move it up. And under our light properties, let's just give it a strength of 120. And I'm going to go to my render properties and I'm going to change this to cycles. If you have a GPU, I recommend you use it. And then under your max samples, you can make it like 45. That's all we need. So now if we go Z and go rendered, we have a scene here ready to go. If you wanted to, obviously you could duplicate your area light for more lighting. But yeah, like I said, just get yourself a scene to work with. So with that done, let's select our sphere here. Let's go into our shading workspace. And the first thing we want to do is kind of create, we'll start by creating the kind of texture here. So we're going to go Z and go rendered. We're going to go into our camera view. And what we want to do is we want to go Shift A, search, and we want to get a noise texture. So we're going to go for noise texture. And what we'll do is we'll come over here to our material output. We're going to go Shift A, search, and get a displace. Let's grab a displacement, plug the displacement into the displacement of material output, and then let's take the factor from this noise texture and plug it into the height of this displacement. You can now see it's displacing, but to see it better, we want to go over to our materials. And once you're at your materials, you're just going to scroll down and you're going to go over to the settings, and under the displacement, change it from bump only to displacement and bump. And now you can see we have this, which is pretty cool. But we want to take our strength down to 0.08. There we go. Let's change the scale to 2. Let's come to the detail and make it 9. And the roughness we'll leave as it is at 0.5. But then we're going to go Shift A, search, and get a ramp. Place it on here. And then let's drag these two values closer together, just so we get a bit more of that sort of islandy feel where there's some bits that are sticking out and some bits that aren't. Then we're going to go Shift A, search, and get another noise texture. And let's just take the factor and plug it into the base color here of the principled. Then we're going to go Shift A, search, and get a ramp. And we'll get another color ramp. Place it on this cable here from the new noise texture. And let's drag this slider up here, and let's make that brown, like a nice brown color, make it a bit darker. And then let's grab this one up here and make it sort of like a sandy caramel color like that. Maybe make this just a little bit lighter in value. There we go. And then let's come here to our noise texture, make it 21 on a scale. The detail we're going to take to 9. And the roughness we'll make 0.6. And there we kind of have that, looking really good. So now we have the sort of rock material. What we want to do is we want to mix this with another principled, so we have areas that have the aquamarine. So we're going to take this principled, we're going to go Shift D to duplicate, move it down. Then over here on the top material output, we're going to go Shift A, search, and get a mix shader. Put it on here, plug the bottom input into here, like so. And then let's just come here, make the base color blue. Let's just come here to the transmission, make it a weight of 1. And then to get this to kind of look like we want to, we can actually go and duplicate this color ramp over here, plug the factor into it, like so. And then let's plug that color into the mix value here. So now what we can do is we can kind of control where we want that to come through, like that. In fact, I might just plug the color from here into here like that. That'll give us an even better result. So the color output from the first color ramp into the second color ramp. And now you have a way of controlling where you see things. You can always flip it around if you want, the two values, but this is what we have. So for now, I'm just going to go into solid view. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this first noise texture and go Shift A, search. I'm going to get a bump node. And let's just take the factor from this noise texture, plug it into the height. And then let's plug this into both normals of both of the principled shaders. And let's take the strength to 0.6. And now if we go Z and we go rendered, we have this looking really nice. Now the blue is kind of off, so we want to make this more of like an aquamarine kind of blue and lighter in value, something like that. And we want to take that roughness way down as well on the principled. Maybe even lower like that. So the strength here is maybe a bit too high, so we're just going to bring it down. And that's looking a lot better there. So what we're going to do is we'll save this, and then let's just go render and render image to do a test render. And there we have it. That's looking really good, but the thing is it's a little bit too on the green side. So what we're going to do is we'll just go back in there and we'll mess around with that blue color, trying to get a little bit more to just sort of like an aquamarine kind of look. And what you could do is just come over here to your world properties, just make the kind of color a little bit lighter, the value here. And I'm going to go over to my render properties. I'm just going to go down to the film, change it to transparent. And I'll just kind of get my lighting here a little bit more coming from the front, just so it's lit a little bit better. And there we kind of have it. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to save this and I'm going to go render and just render the image one more time. And there we have it, just some raw aquamarine. I really hope you guys have enjoyed this tutorial. You can see here, it kind of has a sort of like cracked crystal look with a sort of rock on the outside. So yeah, use this in a project. I'd like to see what you guys come up with, and I'll see you next time. Thank you for watching.